Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? It is I, Jamie here for Wilson's Gaming. You may have seen on my channel a couple of my chroma key tests, and most recently I just did a test on adding two of myself onto one video to give the appearance as if I was talking to myself. So, go ahead and check that video out. That's in the description. I'm going to show you real quick how I did that. So what you want to do is, well, I'm using Powerdirector 15, so I'm going to show you how to do that in Powerdirector 15 Ultimate. And so you start out your new project and you import your media files. So this is the footage that I used, and it's a regular green screen. And also I got to import my media file, which was some stock recording of the Enterprise. So I'm going to put that on the first layer, the Enterprise. And you just want to look over your footage. And in this case, I did move around a little bit, but I remember when I didn't move, so I'm just going to trim it. So it's trimmed. Okay, that's first layer. And I'm actually going to lock that. I'm just going to shut that down. So you just click that little button there. And then I'm going to import my green screen footage, as you see right there. Now, I don't have two of myself on there, but on this video, the whole stock footage, I'm actually moving left and right, or right to left, or standing one side and then switching to the other, as you can see right there. But as you see right here on the left, I'm kind of out of the frame. I should have just stayed right in the middle of the shot. So I had to do some keying on that just to fix that. So what we're going to do is I forgot now. What am I doing? Trim on wanted portions. Alright, so we're just going to start way over here. Actually, no. Let's go back. That's the last step. I'm sorry, guys. Let's do the chroma key first. We got to do some chroma key. Basic chroma key. So, we're going to press the chroma key tool and select the color. There's a little shadow here. That will go away, but we're going to select that. And we're going to raise tolerance and luminance up just a bit. Edge sharpness. Just see if we can get any more green out of that shot. That's good right there. Okay, so you can kind of review your footage if you want to. Alright, so we're good there. We'll press OK. And if I turn on the layer for the background, it should show up. Now you still see the rest of the video. You know, my lighting is here on the right in the room. So we need to mask that out somehow. How do we do that? Well, we go to Design and Mask Designer. Now you can use the pre-made masks, or you can crop it out, but in this case, I created my own mask. And it didn't save it, so I'm going to have to load the image. And I believe I deleted it. That would suck. So, in that case, I'm going to go back to my recycle bin. I hope it's there. Oops, let's cancel that out. Oops. Oops. Go away. I deleted the mask. So, let's create a mask. How do we do that? Well, let's go to our stock footage again. And I'm going to pause it right there. I'm actually going to try to get it into a window. Okay. Now, I use the snippet tool. That's included in Windows. And I'll press New. And I'm just going to select everything that's not bordered up. Try to get it the same aspect ratio as possible. When I select it, there we go. Now we're going to press Save Snip, and we'll just call it green. Okay. Now, got that there, and we can exit that out. Now what we're going to do is go to a program called Paint.net. We're going to open it up. Open that up. What we're going to do is want to create a mask. So I'm going to use the lasso tool. Just kind of draw it up best as I can. I'm going to try to get everything that's green best as I can. Now I know there's other methods to do this, and unfortunately this editor, Powerdirector, won't let me do that. Some editors let you fully do the mask inside the program, like what I'm doing right here. So I am going to, darn it. Let's do that again. Okay, and I'm going to go to Image and Invert Selection. Then I'm going to find the paint bucket, and I'm going to fill that with black. See? And what you have here is pretty much a mask, but we're not done yet. We have to invert the selection again, bring out the paint bucket, and let's put some opacity in there. You just want to select your transparency here and fill that with transparency. Or actually, no. Oh, there we go. Fill it with white. And then fill it with transparency again. White's fine too, because when you key things out, white is alright. We see some blotches here of green, so what we need to do is to get the triangle select tool and just kind of crop it out in a way, and then select paint bucket. And I don't know where my paint went. Color tool. There we go. I didn't find that last time I did that. And black. Ooh, that's not working the way I want it to, boys. Girls. Why are you not filling up? Oh, that's why. I had alpha channel turned on. There. There. Now we got a pretty good mask that kind of fits that screen. And let's save that. Let it do its thing. Okay, now exit out. We'll go back to the video. Go to Mask Designer. Load image. Where was it, guys? Was it on my desktop? Green. There you go. We got a mask in there now. Let's blow that up just a bit. So see how that works? May have to tweak it just a little bit. But that's pretty spot on. Once you see it disappear, you're all good for the most part. Okay. And if you try to invert that, you still can't see your mask. I don't know why. That's kind of sucks. But anyways, that's done. That's the basic stock chroma key and mask. Now we can take this whole footage and we can split it around many pieces that we want. So let's trim it out. Our green screen, everything. And This might be the most time extensive part of the editing process, but here I am right here, and this is where I'm going to start the video. So I'm going to press the mark in. Oh, hello. Kind of increase your workspace there. Hi, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. Come on out. Come on out. He's a little shy. That's what I say. Trying to find a part where I kind of leave the scene. Okay, so we'll stop there and we'll mark that out. And still on the same stock footage. This is where I am right here. Now see, right here on the left hand, I am not fully in the green. I should have moved over more to the left. You know, my left. But I didn't. So with the mask, that's going to cut off all of that. But that's perfect. I can place myself kind of off the screen and I can keyframe myself to move in. You'll see why in a minute. So let's mark in. Blah, 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 blah. Hi, I'm Jamie. Rub my nose. This is weird. Poke my eye. And that's where I leave the scene. Okay. And I'm going to mark that out. Now, I kind of need more footage of me on the right. And I do have more footage. I suggest to have plenty of footage that's continuous and it doesn't break when you are filming something where you want to have two of you on the screen. So I'm going to have to do a cut. So I will start there. And yeah. It's always best to script out your things. So I'm going to press OK. Now we have our clips that we want to use, but we can't have them on the same timeline. So what do? Well, we know this is going to be, this guy here is our main subject on the right hand who's going to introduce us. And then I walk onto the frame. So we're going to put him on the bottom. Now there's two of me there. So what we're going to do is move him over just a little bit. Kind of fit the left hand side of the screen. Take this guy over here. And this guy is me, man. Oops. And actually, we can scale him down. Now, if I want him to look like this guy, all I have to do is just right-click and then copy keyframe attributes. Click this guy here in the timeline and right-click and paste keyframe attributes. Press OK. Now this should be roughly the same size. Kind of, because it was just the way I shot that scene. I was closer to the camera on the right hand side and then I wasn't so much on the left hand. Now we got to find an entrance, a way for him to enter without just appearing. Now I can do a fade in effect where he fades in, but we don't want to do that. We want to do a keyframe. So let's try to go back to the start of the video somehow. Click this clip here and go to Mask Designer. No, I'm sorry. Not Mask Designer. I'm telling you all the wrong things. Shit. No, we want to go to keyframe. So, at the start of the timeline, I'm going to have myself way off to the side. You can't see me. And what does the video, what part on the video am I at? Waving. Okay, that's good. So I'll say, with this frame, couple frames in. Just move the frame button over. I'm going to slowly bring myself in a couple frames. Oops, we don't want to rotate it. That would suck. Just move myself in. Do a couple frames. You don't want to do it every frame because it'll look like you're just flying right into the scene. So every couple frames, just move myself over. Look at me, I'm in the scene. Okay, now you can kind of play it. Now, as you notice, in the video here, I kind of, it doesn't match. I'm supposed to say, hey, come on out. So I have to move myself on the left to just come in a little bit later. And I may have to mess with the keyframe again. Or maybe not. Let's watch. Okay, I gotta make myself come in just a little bit later. All right. So high, and maybe I can trim this clip just a little bit so I have a little bit more time on the screen on the right hand side. Let's watch. Okay, that's good. Now what I want to do is I want to split that scene, take out everything that was on that side because I walk off the green screen. So remove and leave gap. And I think I have more footage here. So let's see what I say here. Oh, well, we can copy our keyframe attributes and paste it onto this big guy here because I didn't edit that out. But paste keyframe attributes. There. So that looks a little bit better. And what does he say? Okay. That would have worked. All right. So as you see, I walked off the screen. This wasn't scripted, so I can just be kind of inventive. So I'm going to put a fade, which I did in the video, as if I disappeared off from the screen. And he's going to do the same, but I just want to see where that video ends on the left-hand side. Oh. All right. So let's see what footage we have left there. Okay, that works. Because that's when I was about to start this guy over here on the right-hand side. So we'll do a fade there. Now let's review all of that footage. Okay, I see that there was a mistake. I moved with this footage up top. Trim and move clips. There we go. Watch. So it's something like that. So you can try your own chroma key test really easily. So Powerdirector 15 Ultimate is one way, and there's several other ways, but I really like this program. It's really quick and easy to use. So let's do a rundown real quick. Make sure you have a background on your first layer. It can be any kind of footage. It can be, watch, I can do this. I can just say, forget this, delete that, right? The background. And there's some stock footage here already here. Let's put a picture of this guy on a motorcycle. Okay, so that's your background footage. Okay. It's just a picture. And then you put all of your footage out, you trim it out. You know, well, actually do chroma key first and then trim it out. Oh, I see a little problem with the mask there. See right there? So let's go back to Mask Designer. And kind of bring that mask in. There we go. And I still see some of the original borders of the green screen, so I can just bring that mask in just a little bit more. Come on now. There's an option where you can unclick maintain aspect ratio. Oh. There, that fixes that. I can press OK. And actually what I want to do is just copy the keyframe attributes, paste it onto all of my clips. I'm running into some issues now. Okay, so let's play the whole thing again. Just a matter of editing things out. See, I can tell already that I'm not in the frame. Play again. See? So let's do that again. Copy keyframe attributes. Paste it. Paste keyframe attributes again. Paste keyframe attributes again. I don't know how to do it for all the clips, but so let's just review the footage one more time. Come on out with your hands up. And I still see some of the mask. The green screen could have moved. So what we can do again is go back to Mask Designer. Probably would have helped to review the whole footage first before I trimmed it out. Make sure the mask was good. Alright, I'm going to press OK. It should be OK now. Copy keyframe attributes. Paste keyframe attributes. And do the same thing there. Oh, I don't know why it's doing that. So you can keep going back to your video. Just tweak it much as you can. Oops, where am I? Speed up the video just a little bit. Alright, so we need to mess with the mask again. Oops, wrong one. Again, I pressed the wrong button again. I don't know why I'm way over there. But that works, I guess. Oh, I got the freaking aspect ratio down again. There we go. So that could work. Let's press OK. Why am I over there? I must have hit something by accident. Alright, I gotta mess with the mask over here. I didn't run into this issue during the video that I made last time. I must have missed a step. Thank you all for being patient so far. Here, now I'll swatch it. Okay, the footage above was too short. One more time. Come on out. Okay. So, I think when I moved him around, it reset the keyframe. So let's click on him again. Click keyframe. Okay. So at the beginning of this part here, push it over one frame until I see myself. Okay. So I want myself to enter. Make sure you click on the subject in the timeline. So we'll start there. Move up a couple frames. Move in just a little bit. Couple frames. Move a little bit again. Oops. Couple frames again. 2, 3. Frames again. Make it seem like more natural with the movement versus moving the subject around. So you see how I move? Couple more times. Keyframing, baby. Keyframing. There. And I'm gonna probably think I can move myself. Nope. That's the cutoff of the mask right there. So we'll stop right there. And let's review everything that we just did. One more time. Some background dialogue. Okay, there was a little bit of trouble with that again. So let's go back to keyframes again. All right, move a couple frames in. That's cut off. Now we can play it. That still didn't work. That's odd. I don't know why that's doing that. Oh, that's why. I made a mistake. Move. Next frame. Move. Next frame. Next frame. Next frame. Move. Next frame. Next frame. Next frame. Yeah, you're supposed to see this green line. That's my mistake. Okay, let's watch the whole footage again. See, I slid right in. Now, in the beginning of the shot, so I'll stop it right there, but that's the basic editing. And if you want to edit the lighting, you just click on Fix and Enhance. And I just go to white balance to start off with. Change the color temperature. But if you do that, that might affect your chroma key. Chroma key only works with a certain type of lighting and hue and tint. So there's only so much you can do with that. Unless you do that in the beginning. Video enhancement. See, it gets sharper. So let's press apply to all. And let's press play. something like that, guys. That's how I do my chroma key, and that's how I was able to add 2 of myself on there. So it's just a basic rundown. Here we go. So you need a background, you need your green screen, and you need to split your footage. Before you split your footage, you need to do the chroma key and your video enhancements that you want for yourself. And then you chroma key out and then just split the video. So that's about it, guys. Thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully this helps and hopefully you learned something. And have a good day.